I spent a lot of time and some money putting together this DIY solar system. But this week I started tearing it apart. Not because it failed, not because it was unsafe. I took it apart because of something I've never considered before. I'd been watching videos on YouTube and I watched the battle ensue between battle-born batteries and Well Pros. And Louis Rossman's even got in the middle of that. And I asked myself a question. Battle-born batteries are UL listed, but they can still start fires. The question was, what about my battery? Was it UL listed?
Like a lot of DIY people, I wanted backup power, and I wanted a way to experiment with it, an experiment with solar. Most of these parts came from Amazon, eBay, and other suppliers. They worked perfectly. This isn't a video about whether these products are good or bad. And then you have to ask yourself a simple question. What happens if my house ever has a fire? Maybe the solar equipment had nothing to do with it. Maybe it was a dryer. Maybe it was a coffee maker. Maybe it was a lightning strike. But now the insurance company walks in and sees homemade wiring and equipment that may not be UL listed. Now, I'm not an insurance adjuster, and I'm not giving legal advice or insurance advice. This is simply the thought process that made me rethink whether having this equipment in my house was beneficial or not. One thing I noticed is that a lot of equipment that you buy on eBay and Amazon doesn't carry a UL listing. That doesn't automatically mean it's dangerous. There are plenty of good products that aren't UL listed. But UL testing is one way that products are evaluated for safety. And I realized if I ever had to explain my system, my wiring after a fire, I'd rather not have that conversation. The system has been reliable. Nothing's overheated and nothing has caught fire and nothing has failed. I simply decided that since I'm age 65 and I didn't want my wife to have to deal with this if something ever happened to me, I didn't want to leave any questions if the worst ever happened, and I wanted her to be covered. Your house is your biggest investment. And to lose this investment and have an insurance company say, well, we're not going to compensate you because of something that you did. So I decided to relocate everything out to the shop, and I figured, hey, worst comes to worst, I won't insure that. If I lose that, I'll still have my house. It took a lot longer than I expected. I think a lot of us in the DIY community focus on whether something works. Sometimes we forget to ask, what happens if something completely unrelated goes wrong? I'm definitely not saying don't build your own solar system. I probably will again, and I'll probably expand mine. I'm just saying think about where you install it, what components you use, and what questions you might have to answer later.
Sometimes the best improvement isn't making something work better. Sometimes it's reducing the risk that you'll never have to deal with. And unfortunately, that's what this week was about, and I wasn't able to do the video that I wanted to do. So after I get done with this project, I'm going to go back to making my regular videos and get back on a regular schedule. But until then, thanks for watching. Hope you like and subscribe. And we'll see you on the next video.